Hey everybody! I almost missed the cutoff time for when this video starts. P.S. If any girls have like platinum blonde hair and they know how to not get makeup in their hairline, please let me know. I'm suffering here. Okay. If you're here, say hello. I wonder if I can take off this sound that it makes because every time someone comments it goes tick. Hey Jamie, hey Bonnie. Oh, today, sorry, I was like running around in here because I almost missed the time for the video to start. And the last few times I've scheduled one, it made the whole post disappear. And I just sent out a message with the link for this video, so I didn't want that to happen. But anyways, let's see if I can turn this sound effects off. Use a headband. That's a really good idea, but then it won't get like in my hair. I'm thinking maybe I need to get some makeup wipes or something. Not really sure. Maybe. It's a good idea. I'll have to buy a headband. Okay. So, there's two other people here. Who's here? Say hello. Don't be a creeper. Okay. Watch them jump off. Okay, let me see here. I think I've already shared the video everywhere I need to share it, so that's good. Beforehand, instead of making you guys sit through like 2 minutes of silence. Whew, it has been a fabulous day. I had like a 2-hour long call with one of my clients, and it was fabulous. I hope that she doesn't end up on this live video because I will be very like worked up. Hi Linda Lee, hi Catherine, good to see you guys. So this is like a really big topic, okay? I mean, I don't think that it's talked about enough, but it's one of the biggest problems that people have in their business, especially if you're just getting started. And I love working with people who are just getting started, who just have an idea, and maybe even the concept, like maybe you have the full concept too, but you're just not getting started. You think that you have to have all of your landing pages figured out, you have to have funnels, you have to have a website, you think you have to have all of this stuff, and that's just not true. But our minds see it everywhere, and so we think that that's what we need to be successful. And honestly, if you're not making at least, I would say at least $5,000 a month consistently on repeat, then you really don't need any of that stuff right now. If you have an idea and you have a concept, you really don't need to build a whole bunch of funnels. You don't need to worry about your freebies. You don't need to worry about any of that stuff. Now, however, if you only want to have an automated business, then maybe worry about that, okay? If you don't want to teach or coach one-on-one, or, you know, like Linda Lee, she's a personal trainer. So obviously, you know, for her, it might be a little different. She might have to record, you know, some videos for people to work out and teach people how to work out on video and then maybe sell that or something. But a lot of the time we're going to be working with one-on-one clients first. When you're just getting started, especially in the coaching industry, like you just need to worry about building relationships and like not overthinking it. The client call that I had that I was talking about, hi Laura, the client call that I was talking about, we talked, I think it was last Sunday, I think, maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday. And this is like one of the biggest things. I am very like fly by the seat of your pants, do what comes up. This kind of stuff just comes naturally to me. I know how to sell. I know how you perceive me. I know how I perceive your problems. I know that I can understand you and you can understand me. I know how to speak to the subconscious whenever I'm doing coaching one-on-one. And it's not always super, super easy, but I'm very confident in the transformation that I can provide people. And that is why, you know, my clients get results. And that's why it's easy for me to sell, is because I'm just doing what's trying to come out of me. I don't try and overcomplicate it. Now, that's not to say that I didn't used to do that, because whenever I first started my coaching business, I immediately was into automation and stuff. And, automation was kind of what turned me on to wanting to have my own business. But I've never let not having something set up stop me from moving forward. And I think that that's why I got success so quickly, was because I didn't overthink things. Now, for the year and a half before that, there was a lot of overthinking going on. So that's something else. Hi, Tyla. Why did I just say your name? Talia. Why did I just say Tyla? Hi, Angie. I'm so excited. Talia just signed up last night for Align, the program called Align. And so did Miss Cheyenne. I don't know if she'll be on. She might be at work, but I'm really excited about that. So there's 3 spots. Actually, no, there's 2 spots left because someone else is signing up tonight. So yeah, the stuff that I'm talking about right now is really important. And it's easier for me to do it one-on-one. That's why I've been running a lot of programs lately. I'll be launching a lot of stuff because this kind of live videos, my live videos are supposed to spark an idea for you and for you to go off and do something with it. My live videos aren't for you to sit on, on Facebook and watch my video and then go watch somebody else's video. Like, whenever you watch my video, I want you to be like fired up to go out there and create something. I want you to be fired up and go put out a fucking offer and make money and see that what I'm talking about works. And I know that a lot of people don't actually know how to sell. There's a lot of really bad advice out there on how to sell that's telling you that you need all of this other stuff first. But really all you need to do is understand what your people need, or the people that you want to serve, what they need. And you need to be able to understand how to speak to that part of them. And that's all you need to do. Like the last video I did, I think I talked about building relationships in that one. And like, that's literally all you need to do is build relationships. Now, however you decide that you want to build those relationships, whether it is through live videos like I do, or if you want to build relationships by commenting on their posts or messaging or whatever you like to do, that's really all you need. Like, you need to have a way to get paid and a message and confidence to put your message out there. If you don't know if you can get results for someone or not, and that's kind of like in the back of your mind stopping you, but you're putting like all the distractions in the front of your mind, thinking that like, oh, this is why I'm not selling. It's because like I have to have this done or that done. Well, really, like, what brought this up was because my client earlier was talking about she just doesn't have the confidence to do that and to like put herself out there and put her message out there. And her saboteur is always saying like, well, what if, my gifts aren't strong enough, or like, what if, I'm not right, or what if I'm not right for this person, or all of the what ifs that come up whenever you think about putting yourself out there. But you need to realize, like, what if none of that's true, right? Like, so if you can have these negative what ifs, then why can't you have a positive what if? Like, what if I forged the belief that every single person that signs up to work with me is the person who needs me at that moment in time? Like, what if that's your belief? What if that's your only belief that you have? That everybody that comes to you and signs up and works with you is going to be the right person and needs exactly what you have to offer? What if that's your belief and you do everything from that place? What if you absolutely knew what your purpose was in the world, and instead of setting income goals only, you actually set goals or intentions that make you know and feel like you're living your purpose and actually taking steps every single day to be like that next level version of yourself? What if? Okay, so there's a lot of what ifs happening, and I just wanted to really bring this up because if that's something that you're doing, if you're running around in circles thinking, I don't know how I can put this out there, I don't know how I can package this, I don't know how I can do this, that, or the other, then like stop and slow down and come back to like, what is the whole reason why I started doing this? And most of the time it's going to have something to do with because you were in pain at some point in your life and you learned how to get through it, or you just have a natural ability and affinity for helping people in a certain way, and you know that it fires you up, it lights you up, it activates you, and you know that that's what you want to be doing for the rest of your life. And so always, always, always come back to that and remember, like, why you're doing it. It's not because of the money. Yes, the money's great. Like, everybody loves money, whether they want to admit it or not. Everybody wants money for what they do, but it's never really about that. And plus, what if you get to an income goal and you didn't really have that income goal set on anything else? It was just like, I just want to make this amount of money. Like, that's the only reason I want to do it, is just to do it. Like, you're never going to make that amount of money if it's not attached to something that's emotionally charged inside of you. And so what happens when we get distracted by, the funnels, by, content? Like, what content am I going to create? Like, what makes you feel good to talk about? What feels good whenever it comes out of your face? Like, what feels good to you? Talk about that. I was really, really inspired when I was talking to this certain person on the phone earlier, because one minute she was like spinning all around, like craziness everywhere, like have no idea what's happening in life and like how to start and all of this stuff. But she does know, because about 3 minutes later, she slipped into like this really grounded place, and it was freaking beautiful. And I was like, whoa, stop. Like, what's that? Like, what is that right there? Like, hold that energy, because you need to be speaking on that kind of stuff. You guys need to realize that, like, you don't have to have your whole life scripted out in front of you. You don't have to have every single word that comes out of your mouth pre-planned. Like, all you have to do is tune into what feels good to you and speak about that. If you get an idea, immediately jump on to a live video and just start talking about it. It doesn't matter if you suck at first. Like, you might suck the first 100 times that you jump on a live video and you just start talking out of your, out of your mind or out of your soul or wherever it's coming from. You might not be that good at it at first, but that's okay, because this whole thing is a process. I've had so many people join my coaching programs because they watched me in those phases of my life where I wasn't good, where we were starting businesses at the same time, and I put my foot on the gas pedal and they put theirs on the brake, and they saw me going, and taking action, and not just action, but actions that felt aligned for me at the time, and taking risks and buying mentorship and doing what I needed to do to go forward. And they were like, how the fuck is she doing that? Well, it's because I don't overthink it. I get an idea and I put it into the internet, and then I just expect that the right people are going to show up for me. It's a belief that I've created for myself. And I don't know how long it took me to create that belief, but I feel like I've always had this certain sort of like, maybe it's like grandiosity or something, but I've just always expected it. Maybe it's like a sense of entitlement, or I don't know what it is, because you know how they say millennials are like all entitled and all of this stuff. Like, you know what? In the sense of success, that's a really fucking good thing, because I expect people to just show up on my live videos, and I expect them to want to work with me because I know what I'm doing and I'm confident in what I'm doing, right? And that's what I show other people how to do, is be confident in what their process is, to be confident in what they want to do, what their soul's calling them to do. And that's all this is just following one step that your soul's telling you to do, or your intuition, or whatever that next inspired action is, just reaching in and tuning into it. And especially if you're really spiritual and you're living up in the clouds all the time, and you can like manifest from like these different places, but if you can't, or like in these different places, but if you can't bring it back down to earth with you and ground back into this 3D experience, then it's not really serving you. So you got to be able to like do both. And that's what we do together. So I'm going to read some of you guys' content comments. I said that last time too. Hi, Sean Mendez. No limits. I know. No limits, girl. That's why people are jealous of what? People will buy from you if they resonate, like, or know you are who they need. Right. And it does. Angie, you're right. Like, it is such a vibration thing. It's an energetic transference of energy, really. Like, if I'm speaking to you through a live video, it's like you can feel it, right? You can feel if like I'm the person to work with for you at that point in time. And it helps if you like set intentions like that and expect um, the right people to show up. I've been writing in my journal since probably last July, that whenever I show up on live video, the right people show up and they watch me and they buy from me because I've set that into my reality. It's a belief that I've formed for myself. And so I know that when I go live, the right people are going to show up and they're going to get the value that they need. And they're either going to hire me as their coach, or they're going to take the value that they learned and they're going to do something with it and transform the world anyways. Like, those are my intentions, and those are the things that I've set because I know that that's what my soul desires. So whenever I show up on live video, my energy is coming through as that instead of desperation or how am I going to sell, right? How am I going to sell this thing that I'm running? Like, that's not the energy to bring with you. And that kind of energy is something that definitely gets to be worked through, but it also can just be thrown away. Like, you don't need it. And I think a lot of people are actually looking for proof that that's available for them. And the only way you're going to get proof is if you stop overthinking and you try it, right? So yeah, I'm going to read some more comments. Talia says, it's my time and I'm ready for the next step. That's my affirmation currently. Awesome. So I think I saw that you put an income goal up here too. Oh, Laura, that's so sweet. 10K per month minimum is my aim for now. That's a really awesome aim for you. And I know that like the stuff that you want to do is like that $10,000 a month is easy. Like, you can absolutely have that and more. I definitely believe in starting with a goal that doesn't feel like it's so big that it just doesn't make sense. I definitely feel like that's a good place to start. And I think it's awesome, by the way. And I can't wait to see you crush that goal. Okay. Woke up this morning on the minute of the eclipse. Oh, I forgot that it was the eclipse. I thought it was on the 11th. Dang it. Yeah, it's the 10th. I thought it was on the 11th. Yeah, I'm excited to eclipse bedevil me too. There's a reason they came to me. I think I'm missing something. Do you guys have any questions for me? Because I would love to talk about any questions that you have. I'd love to answer any questions that you have. You're making videos after this? Awesome. Do your thing, girl. Everything is a limitation. The need to know everything is a limitation. Yeah. I've been falling in love with money. I've been falling in love with more just helping people open up. And that's what you're really good at too, Jamie. Like, you're really able to help people open up and like step out of their bullshit. Jamie is a lot like me whenever it comes to her expectations of people, because I think we have similar gifts to where we can actually see the person for the divine, being that they are instead of the stories that they're telling themselves. And I think that that's one of my greatest attributes. In fact, one of my really high-level clients, she told me that that's one of the things that she loves the most about me, is that I see everybody for what they're capable of. And I never let you fall into the stories that you're telling yourself. Like, I think that that's one of my biggest gifts. But my another one of my really big gifts that I feel like I have is being able to read energy in a way that I can. And I think I'm going to talk about this on my live, on my personal page tonight, of being able to read the energy of people's, like, what they're saying, and know if it's actually in alignment with how they're feeling. And so it's really easy for me to call bullshit on even just a written post. And whenever it comes to actually working with me one-on-one as, a client that I'm seeing all the time and seeing that are you so sure about that? It's really, really tough to not just be like, you're lying to yourself right now. But I think that that's part of, it's part of the work that I do as being somebody who's really tough, but also super loving. And that comes through energetically. We speak the same energy, soul language, and it's amazing. I love it. Okay. Let's see. I love you so much too. Sean Mendez, I don't know who you are unless you're the guy who sings that music. Hi, Jen. Are you being affected by the eclipse? No, I don't think so. I don't know if I actually have a belief that energy affects me. I don't think so. I don't know if I have that or not. Maybe. I'm sure I am, but I'm not really sure. Oh, right? Okay, what Bonnie said, I have to add this to the broadcast, by the way. People talk about how lazy millennials are, but we take the reins. That's true. We're problem solver awesomeness. Yeah. Does inspire you more often than not? I'm not really sure what you mean, John. Does inspire you more often than not? I think that if I'm understanding the question correctly, you're asking if the eclipse and stuff, if the moon inspires me more than not. I'm not really sure. But it's really easy for me to get inspiration, again, because I've really locked in the belief that when I show up, I get in flow. That's just my belief that I have. And it's something that I've decided for myself. And the decision is the biggest part. You get to decide, do I want to stress out? Do I want to worry about all this stuff? Or do I just want to decide to be in a place of flow and be in ease? But, granted, I have done a lot of mindset work. I've done a lot of releasing of blocks that I thought were standing in my way, which was really just closed off thinking. And I've done a lot of work to be at the point that I'm at now, but I also believe that it's available to you instantly. And that's why I've been putting out a lot of programs lately, because this energy definitely needs to be shared. Speaking of programs, of course, I think I'm going to run a line. It starts on Monday, but I'm going to let registration last for one more day, and we already have 3 people, so there's only 2 spots left. If somebody wants to get into a line, you can go to bit.ly /align XO, because Align was taken. That is where you can sort of apply for the program called Align, which is 3 one-on-one sessions. It's 4 weeks long. It was going to be 21 days, but I've decided to make it 4 weeks long. And it's going to be hardcore. It's going to be really hardcore. Obliterating any blocks that you have, really getting you into alignment with what your soul's purpose is and what you want to put out into the world, and then of course putting it out there in a very short amount of time. Even if you only have an idea, through this work that we're going to be doing together, you're going to be doing what you want to do by the end of this. You're going to be doing it. You're going to be making money. You are going to be able to have whatever you want. And that's not to say that I can give you those results. That's if you believe that you can get results in 3 weeks or 4 weeks, then this program is for you. That's what I'm saying. Because I know that whenever I first started my coaching business, whenever I hired my first mentor, I was so super fucking scared. I did not know where my second payment was going to come from. And as soon as I pushed the buy button, within 2 hours, I had 2 personal one-on-one clients, and I was able to pay for the whole thing in full. I didn't even know where the second payment was going to come from. The first payment was scary for me to make because it was a lot of money for me. And then because I made that decision, because I had the belief that I'm going to make back my investment right away. That was my investment. I always say I love spending money because every time I spend money, I get my money back 3 times over, right? And I would like to start saying 10 times more, but it still just doesn't feel aligned for me. So I still say 3 times more, and it works. Like, so if you are doing a program, or if you're like thinking about investing in my programs or anything else, even if you're just buying groceries at the grocery store, I love spending money because every time I spend money, I make back 3 times more, easy, like instantly. And so I do believe that you can make back the money that you spend within the time period of a program, even a 4 weeks program. If you feel like you're ready to take your life or your business to the next level, or if you're ready for an idea to be birthed, then this is definitely for you. These one-on-one sessions can last anywhere from 1 hour to 2 hours, just depending on what the person needs from me at that time. Sometimes a 15-minute session is all it takes for someone to get a shift like that and then go out there and then fucking crush it. So it really just depends on who the person is, what you need. And then there's also going to be Facebook group support for you. So it's unlimited support, and you also get private or access to my WhatsApp so that we can do voice messaging whenever you want to for the full time. Okay. There's going to be like a little bit of group work, and then there's also going to be one group coaching session. So this one is going to be really near and dear to my heart, just like Wild Rebel was and will be again. So yeah, if you're feeling like I'm ready to take that next step, I'm tired of overthinking myself, I'm tired of overthinking my business, I'm tired of not getting done the things that I want to get done, I'm tired of sitting on my hands or wherever you're sitting, like if you're tired of sitting there and you want to make that impact and you want to make moves, and you feel and know in your heart and you believe that that is available to you, then this program is definitely for you. So there's a pay in full option, and there is also a 3-month payment option. So you would be making one payment for the duration of the course, but then it would be extended out for 2 extra months that you get the chance to make your investment back and like then use that money for your investment too. So I know a lot of people would probably think that that's crazy. Like, what if somebody like only pays for the first month and then they don't pay you? Well, like, I'm not available for that. Like, and if I am available for that, then, you know, obviously I would probably learn a lesson from it in some way, shape, or form, but I'm not worried about that. I don't do what I do for the money. I mean, I love the money, and it gives me energy. It gives me an energy exchange to be able to do it the way that I do it. And it gives you the benefit of the doubt. It gives you the opportunity to prove to yourself that you can make the money, that you can do the thing. And whenever I allow people to pay out over 3 months when a program's only a month or 6 weeks long, that gives you the opportunity to not have to say, I don't have the money, I can't invest in myself. So there's no excuse that if you actually do want to move forward and you're ready to do it, that you don't come up with the money to do it. Like, that's my mentality around investing. And I feel that if a person is ready to do something, they're going to make it happen. So those are the kind of people that I want to work with anyways. Let me finish reading you guys' comments too, okay? Is your art your inspiration sometimes? This is a really good question, John. Yeah, so my art is my inspiration, and my inspiration is my art. And I consider myself to be the art and the artist. My whole life, to me, is one big like performance art piece. Like, I am highly inspired by art. And I think that you're talking specifically about painting. But whenever I paint, I'm inspired. Whenever I play music, I'm inspired. When I draw, or even just when I play with my kid, and we make up games and we use our imaginations and like everything, I can draw inspiration from anything in my life because everything in my life is like art to me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a painting. A latte can be a piece of art for me. Yes. And you do art too, John. And I think that's probably one of the things that keeps you like okay. It's definitely one of the things that have kept me okay. There's times in my life where if I didn't have art, if I didn't have music, if I didn't have voice to sing or a body to dance, like I probably wouldn't be here right now in some ways. So that's a really good question, dude. I like that a lot. Um, so Joanna, you dyed your hair brown? Oh my gosh, it looks so cool. I love it. That's where I'm at. No idea where the money is going to come from. I'll use that statement. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, for sure. I know we need to talk, dude. It's okay. Jen is going to come to Texas and we're going to start a girl band, but not like the Spice Girls, but like Jen has some lungs from what I hear and she sings like a crazy person. So like a crazy good person, but yeah. When I sing, I have like a very like melancholy sort of eerie indie girl voice, I guess you could say. And I don't know how it would mesh very well, but I think that we should at least try it. That's for sure. If you've never heard of Coco Rosie, Jen, you should listen to Lemonade by Coco Rosie because I think that that's how our voices would sound together. Yeah, for sure. Charissa. Life is art. Hashtag it. Hashtag it, boo. I know. I miss you, Jamie. I want to join this band. Yes, Charissa, you should. Yeah, listen to Lemonade. Hi, Samantha. All right, you guys. So, right now, I don't know, is there anything that you guys want me to talk about? I think I talked about mostly everything that I wanted to talk about. I just felt the urge to come on and, ask you guys to stop overthinking so much and start putting your focus on what your purpose is. Start putting your focus on like the results you want. I really want to teach you guys how to sell in a more unique way. And I also just feel like that is kind of, something that we'll talk. Oh, I can teach you how to do that. It's not going to be on this live stream, but we are, I'm starting a challenge next week. I'm trying to decide if I want to run Facebook ads for this. So I don't know if it's going to be at the beginning of the week or at the end of the week, but it's also going to be, I might actually extend, I might push Wild Rebel Rising to start not on the 20th, but the following Monday because I'm running a free challenge. I don't want to call it a challenge either. I'm running a free like mini course, about, like finding your soulmate clients. What were the other ones? Bonnie, do you remember? It was like it was like coaching clients, I think sales and something else. I can't remember. Dang it. I'll have to look on my thing. You came on for me to hear this message. I'm terrible at overthinking. Yeah. So, Talia, I know that you got your like course outlined or whatever you wanted to get started on. I know that you got that stuff going yesterday. And I just want to tell you that I'm like super, super proud of you. And, that is actually going to be like amazing and you're going to launch it without overthinking. Like the work that we're doing together in the next few weeks, you're gonna be crushing it. Like without question, you remind me so much of myself and I can just like energetically tell that this is okay. Yeah, this is going to be a really good thing. Okay, so Sarah actually brought this up. And if you guys have any like mini courses that you would like me to run, which would be anywhere between 3 to 5 days, if there's anything that you would like to learn about in like the free type of setting or whatever, I can create content for just about anything. I know a lot of stuff. I've experimented with a lot of stuff. I've gotten results with a lot of things, and I'm really open to creating mini courses about anything that you'd like to know about, anywhere from spirituality, chakras, meditation, Reiki. Well, probably not Reiki. That would take a lot of energy from me. Just energy healing, anything in the spiritual world. all the way to sales, coaching, how to coach, building coaching packages. That's what this one is coming up, and it's going to be next week. It's going to be about strategy, packaging, and clients. So that's the 3 days that it will be. So if you're not in the Rebel Revolution for kick-ass, multi-passionate, and multi-millionaire visionaries, then definitely go get in that group. If you don't know where to find it, you can go to you can go to facebook.com/groups/Rebel Revolution XO. Or you could just search Rebel Revolution for kick-ass, multi-passionate, multi-millionaire visionaries. Okay, so is there anything else if you guys want me to, start putting together an idea for a mini course, then just let me know. I see that Sharissa is saying chakras, staying on the topic. I like shiny things, so I get distracted easily. Okay, yes, I definitely went through that too. I bought like everything that there was to buy. And the shitty part is that like, if you have a shiny object syndrome, what you'll end up doing is you'll like buy self-study courses. You might even buy live courses and never do the work for it, but fully intend on doing it in 6 months or whatever, or next week. And then 6 months goes by and you're like, holy shit, I still haven't done that course. And I spent like $1,200 on it or $2,000 on it or however much it was, or like $197 or however much it is. And you're just like, yeah, I fully intend on doing that. Girl. Okay. Story sharing when it's so large. What are we talking about here, Jamie? Yeah, okay, Jamie, cool. You're already in the group, so you'll know for sure. Yes, smashing that shit. No other option. Talia, you'll definitely be there. You guys are going to love this mini course. And if you have ideas for anything else that you want me to teach about, anywhere from, making money to spirituality, anything in between. That's actually, I think I'm going to start saying it like that. Anything between making money and spirituality and everything in between. If you want me to talk about something or make a mini course about it, I will take it into consideration. I will ask my pendulum if it's the right move for us as a group, if it's the right thing to teach at the right time. This is how I'm getting the information. That's why I decided yes on the thing that Sarah commented, was because I asked about it, and my body said yes. So my soul said yes, my body said yes, my guide says yes, like, it's a yes. Okay, so, I love you guys so much, and whatever you have, whatever you want me to talk about, just let me know, like I said in the comments. If you want to get into a line, there's only 2 spots left, so you need to apply today, okay? Wait a second. I put bit.ly/align. That's to message me though, okay? So if you just go to CoreyMichelle.com/work-with-me, that's a little, that's tells about what it's a little bit about. And then there's an apply button, or you can go to bit.ly if you just want to talk to me on Messenger, because the questions, it's like an application that you have to answer through Messenger, and both of them take you to Messenger. So yeah. Act quick if you want in on this, okay? Help with guides and communication. That's a really good one, Jen. Okay. Actually, Jen, I think that you should be the one to run a course on help with guides and communication. I'm so excited. Jen is crushing it. She's been in Wild Rebel Rising with us, and I just, like, it blows me away, because whenever Jen joined the Absolute Freedom Concept way back in the day, whenever I saw her picture requesting in, I was just like, this girl. And I mean, like, I don't stop for everyone and think, like, or have this feeling. I definitely felt something whenever I approved her into the group, and I've never kind of, like, I've always sort of, like, held her to a really high level of expectation, and she is so experiencing all of that now through being in Wild Rebel Rising and just having the community of other people going through the same thing and just fully stepping into like this badass, like you could go look at her page. She has written some amazing stuff over the last, I don't know, couple of weeks. And it's just such a beautiful process. Like, I'm so excited for everybody, like everybody who's done it. One of my other clients has been invited to be a speaker. We don't know all the details about it, but he's been invited to be a speaker. One of my high-level private clients, who's also in Wild Rebel Rising, she's traveling around in her camper van right now in, I think, Denmark or Amsterdam. And she's been asked to be featured in one of the largest business magazines in all of, I guess it's Norway, is that the country? But wherever they're, like the whole country, it's like the biggest magazine in the whole country. And she's been asked to speak on that. She's gotten a new Forex trading client. One of my other clients has started getting a lot more social media clients. And it's just like, it's so amazing to see like what's happening. Like Jen is, making like really huge contact with spirit and like having these amazing experiences in her life. I'm just trying to think of like all the results. Like people are just breaking off this bondage from themselves and fully stepping into their authenticity and their power and like living it and just being it, embodying it. And that's what this work that I do creates for people. It helps you to be able to perceive yourself in a totally different way so that you can also start to perceive the world in a different way. When you can perceive the world in another way, you can do whatever you want. You can make money however you want. Whenever you're open to actually receive in any way that you desire, you start to receive in any way that you desire. And I think that that's one of the main reasons that people do overthink, because they think, I'm just going to distract myself, because what if people actually start buying stuff from me? Like, what if they start paying me? What am I going to do then? Right? That's what some people think on the subconscious level, not so much on the conscious level, but that's a program running in the back of your mind. Is like, what if they actually do start paying me? Like, what am I going to do with myself? Who am I going to be? Right? And you don't have to think about those kind of things. All you have to think about is knowing that you have a fucking message to share, that you have value to share with the world, that you came here to do something spectacular and amazing, and you're ready to do that thing, and you're ready to do it your fucking way. That's the whole point. Okay? So, yes. All right. Total badassness. Holy shit, I'm the only one who didn't go into row. Oh, am I the only one who didn't go in? So I only had 10 spaces available for Wild Rebel Rising, and 10 people are in there. And so next, but I thought that I thought that it would take up a lot of energy for me. And it's not, because that's what happens whenever you're working from the soul, whenever you're working in alignment. It doesn't take energy from you. It recharges you. It gives you energy. Whenever your work gives you life, you can do it all day. That's why I've been launching programs back to back to back, because I'm in alignment. I'm doing my soul's work. I'm doing my purpose work, and it's easy, and people get to transform through it. And I want everybody to be able to have the opportunity to work with me in some way. And so whatever program that calls out to you, like, fucking just do it. Like, just do it. The quicker you get started, the quicker you can start getting results. And if you feel like, oh, well, what if I want to do a program later on? Well, then, like, do that one too. All the ones that I've been running are only like 4 to 6 weeks long. You can do another one after. Like, we can continue working together at this level for as long as you want to. And then don't forget that once you do start making like a lot of money, you can hire me as your high level one-on-one coach, where I spend a lot more time with you and you have a lot more access to my energy. So there's that too. Like, don't wait and put your dream off. Don't hold off on what you know is the inevitable. If you know and believe that you are destined for something, like, step the fuck up to the plate and take your turn at bat, because like, the world's waiting for you. People are waiting for you. The right people are there. They're already in your life. You're just not able to see them yet. So all of that stuff Okay, all of that stuff. All the things, yes. It's been the absolute best experience ever for me. If you're thinking about it, join. Thank you, Jen. That's such a beautiful testimony. Or like a shout out or something. Oh, I love that. Sharissa says, dude, that's so true. I feel like I just drank coffee when I speak my truth. That's awesome. I like that. I'm ready, kids. Oh, I'm such a dork sometimes. Hi, Jace. All right, you guys, I think I'm going to get off. You'll be catching the next one. Awesome. So it's going to start on August 20th. The registration page is up for anybody who wants to take a look. There's like a buttload of options. There's like 9 different options, payment plan options. It's crazy. Like there's absolutely no reason why you couldn't get in here. Like no reason. And if I do end up moving it from the 20th, we can still start. If I move it to the following Monday, then anybody who pre-registers, you still have access to all the pre-work. You have access to the group support and all of that. So it would just be an extra week working with me, basically, for the same price. So anybody who wants to get registered for that or Align, whichever one calls out to you, then fucking do it. Like, just do it. Don't wait. Don't put yourself in a bind. Don't give yourself excuses. Stop fucking overthinking it and just take action. Whenever you take action and you say yes to life, life is going to reward you for that. Whenever you say yes to what your soul desires, you are going to see proof that you're supported. You're going to see that you're making the right decisions. You just have to trust it. You just have to go for it. You have to know I'm taken care of. I am absolutely taken care of. What I need is going to manifest into my life. What I need to take care of is going to be taken care of, no matter what, because that's what I'm available for. I'm not available for anything other than that. Okay? Or both. Yes. Yes. Or both. Good one, Talia. Thank you for the assist there. All right, you guys, I love you so much. I think I've been on for like quite a long time, so I will let you go. Thank you for spending your lovely Friday afternoon with me, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.